ready to go here? May I have your attention, please?
What?
May I have your attention, please?
Yeah!
Will the real sugar baby please speak up? We're gonna have a problem here.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel here. It's Lavender here, and today, comrades, I want to talk about another downfall subject. Today I want to talk about the downfall of the website Fantage, the virtual game world, deep dive into this, and why it failed. This game used to be a huge part of my childhood, Fantage was. I played it quite often around 2008 when the website first started and it opened, to maybe like 2010 or 2011 at the most, but I think it was maybe 2010. I don't remember for sure because it's been years since I quit the website, honestly. I honestly quit because when I had the membership on this website, on the Fantage website, and when the membership had expired, they were trying to force me to purchase, just like how Webkins has done in the past, to buy the membership again so I can wear all the clothes I bought. Without the membership, I could not wear the clothes. Webkins had a similar thing where if you don't buy plushies, you can no longer play the game, unless you buy more plushies. I don't know if it was still like that by the time that it closed. I have no idea, but that's just my experience. So yeah. So Fantage has officially shut down. It shut down around 2018. That's when their demise was, according to my sources online. Apparently there wasn't a comprehensive enough deep dive into detail as in why the whole thing collapsed, even by the CEO. So yeah. So let's get started into the breakdown and the history of Fantage as a whole. So Fantage was first created a virtual world gameplay multiplayer online role-playing game involving a virtual world containing a range of online games and activities. Developed by Fantage Inc., the game featured a customizable cartoon human avatar that users can customize with items ranging from hair to clothing and accessories to shoes. Fantage was released to the general public on March 17, 2008, and has since expanded into a large online community. The game had over 16 million registered users by January 2012. This game was designed for ages of 7 to 17 years old. Basically, this is more like a kid version of IMVU or Second Life, without all the great features, pretty much. According to its founders, Fantage was a child-focused game, and they focused really heavily on child safety. If you cussed on the website, for example, you would get a timeout of a week. If you kept doing it, you'd be banned. If I'm correct, that's what my experience was. Like when you would cuss. Fantage began development after the founders of the game, David Hung and Peter Bay, created their company in January 2007, and the game was initially an educational math website until they received negative reactions from a group of kids. The game stopped receiving membership payments as of May 17th, 2018, and the game's payment page and related mobile apps have all been closed down. They actually hosted a final event party before the Fantage website shut down. It was called the Farewell Party, which ran through May 17th through May 23rd in 2018. Users were given free items, etc. Fantage held a selection of mini games, some of which were multiplayer games. Some of the website's notable games were Top Model's Fashion Show, was one of their most beloved games. In 2010, Fantage introduced pets and the Pet Town to players. Users could collect pets by purchasing hatching eggs or by collecting codes, as well as in 2013, Fantage introduced farms to all the players on the website. Fantage had a mission center where players could participate in missions with other users. Users may add up to 200 friends or buddies and chat through the instant messenger, one-to-one, or through a group chat. The Fantage School was introduced in 2011 as a new era with a variety of educational mini-games ranging from math to chess to language arts to geography, typical, school stuff. The first floor contained art, math, social studies, and language arts, while the second floor had chess, checkers, and trivia games. Within its first few years of launching, Fantage had gained positive reviews, with most of the praise going towards the game's kid-friendly, safe environment. On March 9, 2010, Fantage received the Editor's Choice Award from the Children's Technology Review for excellence in children's interactive media, with the website's review on the game saying, "Fantage or for Fantastic Age is a responsive, safe, and also resembles that of a human avatar version of Club Penguin back in the good old days. Now, onto what probably caused the ultimate downfall of Fantage's website. A huge, giant issue, the number one issue I've seen and I've read about, seems to be the management. The management's lack of concerns for their poorly paid employees. Since 2012, there are a bunch of online employee reviews, people that used to work at Fantage. Allegedly, they did not compensate or pay employees for working overtime, took away potential for salary increases or bonuses, typical capitalism and typical capitalism greed. So just like Food Pets, when it comes to the Flash feature that made the website, it turned to shit. Had the company managed itself a lot sooner and been taken over by someone who paid closer attention to Flash's deterioration, I think the game would have been shut down a lot sooner and re-encoded to a more secure application. Unfortunately, this is not the case. By 2016, OBE Flash Player was reported to have 300 vulnerabilities. A hacking tool made its rounds on the internet in 2015, which made it easy to exploit Flash games and other games. A handful of Fantage users sought to exploit Fantage's inventory feature after figuring out they could exploit other Flash games such as WeWorld, which is another virtual website. Not only this, but as Fantage exploded in popularity, in late 2010, more users bought more trouble for Fantage's customer service employees. There were hundreds of videos on YouTube at one point alleging they were hacked and they were scammed. Long story short, the customer service was very poor over time with more users. There were a lot more glaring cyberbullying issues on Fantage as well. People would be racist, homophobic. They were trying to get around the system because at this point, even though Fantage was for kids, technically it wasn't for kids anymore. It was for preteens and young teens. The people in Fantage, like I said, they all grew up and they got around the system using cuss words. They just spelled them wrong or put exclamation points so then they won't get banned or whatever. Later on, Fantage reportedly dealt with a 2014 settlement with the Federal Trade Commission, claimed that Fantage's, the CEO, lied or something through statements in its previous policy that it held current certifications for certain things. Long story short, again, they basically did not comply with the European privacy law and were charged $16,000 for making false-ass claims. And in October 2012, Fantage created a shop called Trade and Sell. Long story short, you were able to purchase things. Items used to be able to sell things to other users. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of scamming going on once again and people abusing the system. And they got rid of the shop and replaced it with My Mall, which was just a mall version with kiosk version of this pretty much. And again, more scamming happened. And overall, I feel like that's the reasons why the website's failure, Fantage at the end, the website, why it failed ultimately. If you treat employees like shit, it's gonna fall like a stack of cards. Everything's gonna go wrong, And down with capitalism, up with workers' rights. I stand with the workers.